we're doing a statewide community forum for the state of Maryland. We're bringing people from all parts of the state to talk about their experiences with facing barriers to their own personal recovery, either through discrimination or stigmatizing attitudes. So we've invited people from all over the state to come together to talk about their experiences, and we put together a listening panel with experts in the field. So it's a nice little turn of events that the experts are going to be the listeners, and the real experts are going to be the people who have recovery experience, who are going to be talking directly from their stories. So we're looking forward to hearing from them, and we have a reporter recording the stories so that we can compile that information and inform public policy and campaigns about stigma and discrimination.
Has a misdemeanor from 8 years ago for a drug charge, was denied employment based on that. And that's something else I have had. Luckily, the job I
don't deserve to be stigmatized. And we need to advocate for ourselves because nobody else.
Employment, and most importantly, family and community bonds. I thank you all for listening.
It was a really exciting day, and we're looking forward to working with advocates in Maryland.
Okay.
Does that do it?
Yeah, and tell me just a little more about Faces and Voices.
Oh, we're the national organization of people in recovery, family members, friends, and allies. We've come together to put a face and a voice in recovery and change public policies that currently discriminate against people in or seeking recovery.
Okay. And you've been pushing for this for some time now, haven't you?
Well, yeah, not that long in the scheme of
2006?
We were founded in 2001, actually, in St. Paul, Minnesota. And we've had some really significant victories since then, and there are now over 180 recovery community organizations across the United States. So we're moving forward.
And what's it like for you and Bill White to see these things coming to fruition?
Well, it's beginning still, you know. So we have a long way to go, but it's very exciting. And when we see tens of thousands of people in recovery walking down the streets of cities across the country as part of Recovery Month, and new laws that provide expanded opportunities for people to get the help they need, it means we're really making some progress. It was exciting to have someone here today from the Office of National Drug Control Policy, too. Just 4 years ago, there was a war on drug users in the United States, and today we have a recovery branch at the Office of National Drug Control Policy. So that's a dramatic change.
And internationally, do you see you playing your part internationally in carrying the message?
Yeah, it's just kind of taking off. That's the only way to talk about it, really, that we get calls and emails from people all around the world wanting to find out more about Faces and Voices of Recovery and recovery advocacy in the U.S. and how they can change policies in their countries. So it's international, and it's just going to continue to grow, I think.
What's the biggest challenge, you think, or if you like, what are the biggest difficulties in getting people to adopt the recovery agenda?
Well, I think there are a number of them. Many people have found recovery through 12-step, which is wonderful for their personal recovery, but in terms of putting a face and a voice on recovery and people being engaged civically, I think that's been a real barrier, which is changing, thank goodness, but it's going to take a while for people to understand that it's okay to advocate on behalf of recovery policies and the broader politic, as it were. Another barrier is the experiences that people have with folks, loved ones in particular, in their active addictions. So it's hard. People may say they think it's a disease, but because of their personal experiences, they still believe that it's a moral issue, and if people just kind of snap to, they would stop using alcohol and other drugs. So I think that's that personal experience, the trauma, that the lives of someone in active addiction inflicts on others in their family and their community, that's a real barrier in terms of people getting help. And moving this into the health arena out of the criminal justice arena That's probably our biggest challenge.
That is a big challenge,
Yeah, it's
isn't
a
it?
huge challenge.
Especially when the powers that be are going in the other direction.
Yeah, I mean, they'd love to lock people up. You know, what can I tell you? Costs a lot of money, but that is because of these experiences with people in their active addiction. So rather than thinking about this as a health problem, they think about it as a criminal justice problem, based on their own personal experience in many cases. So, but I'm very excited about the future. Don't end with that.
The other thing with Matthew was I kicked him out.